Hey y'all, if you're back for more PSA returns, this will be part 3. I have part 1 and 2 in the PSA playlist that I have, and we're going to start up with this one right where we left off last time. We had an error Zapdos with the evolution box missing part of the holo, which that's done on all of the first editions. And now we're going to keep going through the first edition fossil set. We've got a PSA 9 Raichu, got a PSA 9 Muck, Moltres, that's nice too, so I'm going to stick it in the background. Doing well, or much better on, it looks like, on the first edition copies than I did on the Unlimited. So far, only 8s and 9s, no random 7s. Got an 8 on the Hypno. Got a 9 on the Hitmonlee. 9 on the Haunter. Of course, everyone likes Gengar. We'll stick that one back there too. Dragonite would have been nice to pull a 9, or, you know, even better, a 10 out of. Ditto. And there we go, we got the Articuno, so it looks like we got, I think it was a 9 on that Zapdos too, so we got 9s on all 3 of the birds. And then the number 1 card in there, we got Aerodactyl with an 8. Let's see what else we have. Now we're moving on to base set 2. Got a 9 on the Zapdos. A 7 on the Wigglytuff, which I think that was the one that was really tough to get a 10 in. That one looks pretty nice. Maybe it's those little hollow scratches down there that gave it the 7. There's the Venusaur with an 8. Got a 7 on the Scyther. 8 on the Raichu. Moving through some more 7s and 8s. I almost don't even like to say 7 and 8 when I'm holding up a PSA card. Especially for cards that, a lot of these I pulled myself, but you know what, sometimes it happens. Base set 2 is pretty tough to get some of these grades, but because it's not very popular at all, the prices really aren't that bad on them. This one got a 6. Oh yeah, that one's definitely a 6. You can see all the scratches in the background. I don't know why that one was submitted. Must have missed that somehow. Moving on, we got an 8 with this Hitmonchan. There's another 8. I don't think hardly any of these will replace cards in my collection. Fable. There's a Charizard. Got a nice swirl off to the side. Overall, pretty nice condition. We'll put that in the background. Got a Chansey. Blastoise. Right in there with this overall theme of 7 and 8 grades from these base set 2 cards. Alright, let's see what else we got here. So many of you might know the significance of this card. This is actually a corrected Rocket's Minefield gem. If you look down here, it says if tails, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. The majority of these that you will find will just say if tails, put damage counters on that Pokemon. This is the corrected version. I got an 8, so probably going into my personal collection. But even better, I got a 10 on this one. So this one is definitely going into my personal collection. I'm glad I pulled a 10 on this. It's pretty tough just to find this card just because a lot of people don't even know about it. There's actually 2 cards from Gem Challenge that were corrected. The other one is this Blaine's Charizard, and you can see right here where it says discard all fire energy cards attached to Blaine's Charizard, and most of them actually have a fighting symbol right there. The corrected one is much harder to find. An 8 is not too bad of a grade. As far as I know, I was the first person on the market to have a Gem Mint 10 version of that card. I ended up selling it a while back, but wish I still had it. You can find some of those on eBay now. They're not too bad. Then there's another corrected Blaine's Charizard. That one's a 7. Now we're going into what looks like Gem Challenge. First edition Holos. Got a 9 on that Koga, 9 on this Giovanni. And oh, these may have been some of the ones we pulled from packs, so that's nice. Man, I was really hoping to get a 10 on that Rainbow Energy, but it pulled a 9. This is pretty expensive when you get to a 10 on it. Check it out, the Nidoqueen got a Gem Mint 10, so that's really nice. Definitely sticking that one in the background. The Pinsir pulled a 9. And that's, well, this is actually a scratch holo. I don't think I pulled that one from a pack. So that's cool. I'm going to stick that over there with those arrows. Then this Vileplume got an 8. Got a Magneton first edition, got an 8. Gengar pulled the 8. Man, just looks so nice. I guess those little print lines in the background really just killed it. Haunter got a 9. Hitmonlee got an 8. Another first edition holo with Muck there. Now we're getting back into some Team Rocket stuff. Got a 9 on that Arbok. Don't think these will replace anything in my collection. Arbok with a 9. Got a Blastoise with an 8. Here's a good grade. Got a 10 on the Dark Charizard. There we go. I've swung and missed on this one several times in a row now, so glad to finally get a 10 on one of them. You guys saw me pull that one out of a pack, so it did end up getting the full potential of that grade. Got a base set Charizard, pulled an 8. Not too bad. Got another base set Charizard, pulled an 8. Oh, man, right out of the pack and still only pulled an 8. Oh well, still looks really good. Next up we have Rocket's Hitmonchan, pulled a 9. Nice swirl there. Now we're on to this other side of this this third box. Blaine's Arcanine, got an 8. 8 on the Rocket's Trap. Erica's one that I always want to go for a 10 for. I connect probably more with this trainer holo than any of the other 7 or 8, the other 8, because I think there's 9 total in the card game. Mainly because I like playing this one in the deck. You may draw up to 3 cards, your opponent may draw up to 3 cards, and you did that during your turn, so that was kind of nice. It was a good draw card. Got Rocket's Moltres, that pulled a 9, that's pretty nice. We'll put that one back there. Rocket's Hitmonchan with the 8. Oh, check it out, there actually is a double swirl on that. You can see a 1, 2. I didn't think that was possible. That looks really cool. I don't think I've actually seen wait, there's a double swirl on this one too. Check it out. What, 2 in a row? Maybe just, is it going to be a double swirl here? No, those swirls are going the opposite, or that swirl's going the opposite way. Check that out. 2 cards in a row with a double swirl. I've never seen it before. I never used to pay attention to that, but ever since somebody pointed it out to me, now when I pick up a card, I'm always looking for it, just trying to see where it's at. Man, these would have been much nicer if they'd pulled the 9s, but for the most part what I can see is these their 8s have been pretty fair. Got the Brock's right on, there's a 9 on that one. Dark Dragonite, Near Mint 8, Near Mint 8. Such a clean card to only get an 8. Got the Doug Trio with an 8. Got a 9 on the Golbat. And then a 9 on the Gyarados. Next stack, we've got us a Nidoqueen. First edition Jungle, pulled an 8. We got Vaporeon and Snorlax. Got an unlimited Rainbow Energy with an 8. We got us a Fighting Energy Gem Mint 10. That is first edition and it is base set. Same thing with the Water Energy and the Psychic Energy. These must have been all from one of those packs. And Eradicate also pulled a Gem Mint 10. I'd have to go back and look to be sure. Next up we got Giovanni with an 8. And Rocket Zapdos with an 8. Always liked that card, thought it was really cool. Next up we have Giovanni's Persian with a Mint 9. Giovanni's Machamp, also the same grade. And Giovanni's Gyarados, same grade. Got us a Raichu, Gem Mint 10, and this is just the regular 1999 version. I must have had a few just regular fossil or non-holos that had stuck in there that I thought might be good to get graded. Same thing with this one. Pulled a 9 though. I don't see myself sticking a non-holo rare in something unless I really thought it would had a strong shot at a 10. And man, they look nice. Maybe that corner right there is really small. Yeah, it has to be it. It's slightly lifted. Kabutops got the 9. Haunter also with a 9. And Dragonite with a 9. So only got that 110 out of that stack. So one more handful to go. Got an Articuno with an 8. Another Articuno with a 9. And then a War Turtle with a 9. These are all just unlimited. Got a Shadowless Water Energy with an 8. A Shadowless Grass Energy with an 8. Whew. Swung and missed on these boys. 8 on that one. 8 on the bill. Man. 8 on the Super Potion. 9 on the Professor Oak. Man, this... Well, maybe that was first. No, this is first edition. 9 on the Revive. Well, there we go. We got us a 10. A Gem Mint 10 on the Shadowless Pokemon Breeder. Finally got one. Man, a bunch of 8s and 9s on non-holos. 8 again on the Staryu. 9 on the Jinx. And then an 8 on the Ivysaur. So that rounds out the third box for this bulk submission. Probably my favorite grades were the 10 on the Rocket's Minefield Gem, the corrected one, and then the 10 on the Dark Charizard that was pulled from the box. But let me know what you guys think. Tell me what your favorite card was pulled out of this video, and be on the lookout for some more. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch my video. Thanks.